I spent hours rewriting Zootopia 2 before it even released. That's how sure I was that it's gonna suck. I was frozen in terror while watching it, seeing it not suck. Without a cash grab sequel to fix, what's my purpose? While everyone cheered, I booed. While everyone laughed, I cried. I went home feeling like Megamind without Metro Man. Empty. But then I noticed something not quite right. The villain had too little screen time. No foreshadowing or setup from the previous movie, and a generic cartoon villain motive
Money!
rather than something unique to Zootopia. I found my purpose again. I had a perfect idea of a new villain that'll make Zootopia 2 better than the original. Judy returns home one day and sees that her parents are missing. She fears they might have been kidnapped, so she races to the police station, seeing crime rampant all over Zootopia. She arrives only to see Nick is missing too, and Judy is told she's fired for corruption, not because she's corrupt, but because everyone else is. The entire police force has been compromised, all under the thumb of Mr. Big. His daughter accidentally got crushed by a clumsy elephant. Now he wants the mice to rule Zootopia so no mouse gets crushed ever again, following the theme of the first movie, of the conflict that arises when completely different animals try to live together.
Hey, little bunny, leave Zootopia. Go home. I'll keep your family farm safe, like you kept my daughter safe. You don't want the fox to get iced, do you? Your parents are with me too. They're scared, Judy. Make the right choice and put them at ease. You've got 48 hours.
Will Judy save the city she swore to protect, or her parents, who she dearly loves? She can't choose, so she becomes a rogue vigilante. After a car chase, she frees Nick Wilde as he's being transported to Mr. Big's mansion, and they go on a quest to save Judy's parents. From there, things go just like the actual movie, since there's not much to fix there. But instead of searching for the journal, they search for Mr. Big's secret lair to save Judy's parents. Snakes are mice's natural enemy. Judy and Nick need their help if they want to stand a chance against Mr. Big, so the reptilian plotline still stays. Oh, and Flash tags along with them too because he's pretty funny and deserves more screen time. The Mayor Joe Swanson, Brian Winddancer, is the tip of the corruption pyramid, a pawn of Mr. Big working to enact his secret grand plan for Zootopia. He's not being controlled because of money or a threat, but for a completely different reason that ties all the way back to the creation of Zootopia. Zootopia was designed by a snake, all the way back in the old days of the Zootopia universe when predators hunted prey. This snake was sick of the cruel cycle and believed there must be a better way of life. So, he designed a city suitable for all animals and invented a human-like system where everyone works a job for money instead of hunting each other. This was a huge hit and saved so many animals. But just like humans, where there's money, there's evil. Mafias formed. They steal from honest, hard-working animals, one of which is our poor Benny Small, a small mouse frequently robbed by polar bears. Poor Benny works tirelessly all day to be able to afford rent and take care of his old mom, but he sadly gets evicted after being robbed right before rent is due. He's homeless on the streets with his mom, who he desperately tried to take care of, but couldn't. His mom suspects Benny isn't really working hard, that he might just be out gambling, and lies about getting robbed. Benny Small bursts into tears. He's furious. He realizes the real money isn't in honest work, it's in crime. In a world where evil is rewarded and good is punished, what's the point of being good? What's the point in contributing to society when society screws you over in return? There isn't one. So Benny turns to a life of crime, but not just any life of crime. The life of crime. He puts his hard work into a field that actually pays off, organized crime. He climbs the ranks and becomes a level 50 mafia boss like in those mobile game ads. He changes his name from Benny Small to Benny Big, Mr. Big, to symbolize his transformation. Now he's the polar bear's boss, and he's the one doing the robbing.
Dear Grandmama, I bought this for you. For us. No more struggling, only joy.
Nom! His grandmama gets eaten by a snake. Then a fox scams him into burying her in a skunk butt rug. Poor Benny just can't catch a break, can he? Now he wants to do more than just crime. He wants to destroy Zootopia for good. Predator and prey weren't meant to live together. What was that snake thinking? The mice were safer hiding in burrows, not foolishly waltzing out in the open, foolhardily thinking they could live peacefully with predators. He wants to return to the good old days by using his goons to descend Zootopia into anarchy, bringing things back to the way they used to be, the way they're supposed to be, according to Benny Big. But something happens that would change his life forever. His daughter is born. He looks at her with awe and wants to abandon his evil plans and his life of crime. It's no place to raise a girl, so he bids farewell, sheds a tear of happiness, and prepares for the next chapter in his life. Stop! His daughter gets crushed by an elephant. Well, back to the plan. Then all the events in the story I just described happen, and the mayor, Brian, was also robbed and agrees with Mr. Big's philosophy, so he helps him execute his master plan. But there's one major problem in it. Two, actually. Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. And the sloth. After, the events play out just like in the original Zootopia 2 movie, but with different characters. Mr. Big gets defeated, but he tells Judy his sad backstory. Judy sympathizes with all his hardship and would feel terrible throwing him in jail for the rest of his life. So she makes him an offer he can't refuse.
How about I accidentally lose the evidence against you if you promise to join the force?
Who, me? A cop? You're messing with me, Judy, aren't you?
Nope, I'm dead serious. You know how criminals think, just like Nick did. If he can be a great cop, anyone can.
That sounds like a compliment, but feels like an insult.
Really mean it, Judy?
Yep, you and I aren't so different, you know. We were both the little guys. I really connected with your story. But the solution to crime isn't more crime. It's to stop crime. So be a police officer. Make sure no hardworking creature, big or small, gets robbed ever again.
Real touching, Judy. You know, the old me would have joined you, but the new me, well, there's nothing left. They ate my grandmama, stepped on my daughter. I don't want money no more. I don't want equality no more. I want domination.
Well then, Mr. Big, you are under arrest.
Wham! A polar bear slams Judy against the wall. Another one grabs Nick. They both are held over the ice pool.
I don't want to ice you, Judy. I really don't. You're one of the good ones. Please, Judy, don't make me do it. This is your last chance. Accept my offer. Leave Zootopia with your parents.
I'll take that offer.
Not talking to you, fox.
I won't.
Judy, you leave me no choice. You're under arrest.
What? But I'm the cop.
Not anymore, you ain't. You got fired. Remember, I own the cops. I'll have you thrown in jail until you come to your senses.
I'm in my senses. Can I go?
Ice the fox.
Why does she get to go and I don't?
Judy saved my daughter, and you sold me a skunk butt rug.
Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind then.
And bury him in the skunk butt rug when you're done.
The polar bear lowers Nick into the pool. His tail freezes. Nick howls in pain. Judy is forced to watch. She tries to help Nick, but she's being held by a polar bear. Judy sheds a tear as Nick, sadly, wham! The sloth blasts through the walls in his supercar, ramming into the polar bears. Nick and Judy are free. The sloth drives over to Mr. Big, rolls down his windows, and reaches his arm out to grab him.
Wait, Mr. Polar Bear, sir, I know you don't really want to do this. You must have been hurt too, but crime isn't the answer. Stopping it is. I'll let you be a police officer if you join us.
Really, Judy? What do you think this is? A Disney movie? He's been in the game for decades. He's a cold-hearted monster. He's never gonna...
You really mean it, Bunny?
You gotta be kidding me!
Yep.
The polar bear puts them down and grabs Mr. Big.
I liked you better when you robbed me. But this ain't over, Judy. The mayor I bought, Brian Windancer's gonna throw you in the slammer.
Ice him.
No, don't ice him! I mean me! Don't ice me!
I don't want to ice you, Benny. I really don't. Please, Benny, don't make me do it. This is your last chance. Accept my offer.
You know what? I got a better offer.
Mr. Big fires the mayor and becomes the mayor himself. He gives up his life of crime and turns his goons into police officers instead, creating total law and order. He builds a stronger wall between the mice and the rest of the animals, so nobody gets crushed ever again. Now, every animal, big or small, gets treated equally. Hard work is rewarded, and crime is punished the way things are supposed to be. As I said earlier, there's no reason to be good in a world where good is punished and evil is rewarded. That's why we should all work together to build a world where it's the other way around. But this is just the family-friendly version of the story for kids. I wrote a darker story for adults. It's a full-on dystopian horror movie. But I do have to warn you, you'll never look at the Zootopia franchise the same ever again. It's not for the faint of heart.